had to come on really quick to make sure that you knew about some educational opportunities that doTERRA is going to be putting out over the next couple weeks on a brand new topic that we haven't dived into before. And this is an area that I have been researching about the last 2 years because we have a really good friend with Parkinson's who deals with the tremors, and it's really affecting the quality of his life. And so I've been trying to look at different ways to help out with that condition, and it keeps coming back to this area. And it's not just that issue, it is depression, it's skin conditions, it's autoimmune, it is a baseline for a lot of different ailments. And what's happened is this area is finally getting attention because science finally has the tools so that they can see into this part of the body and see what's really going on. So what are we talking about? We're talking about our microbiome. And you may not be familiar with this word, but basically our microbiome is what makes us up. It's all of the different components and organisms that are residing inside of our body. So this is an interesting fact. I've got a page of notes because we had a call yesterday with Dr. Osgothorpe. He's an infectious disease doctor, and he was educating us on some of the cool pieces and the reasons why we need to know about our microbiome. So we as humans have over 70 trillion cells inside of our body that make up who we are. But over half of those 70 trillion cells are these microorganisms. It's the bacteria, the fungus, the viruses, the parasites that are inside of our bodies. Yes, we have all of those along with our human cells. So we have all of this terrain happening inside of our body. And when's the last time we addressed it? When's the last time we took care of it? One of the things that he told us is if we don't take care of our microbiome daily, it can't take care of us. So think about that. Every day, our body is getting hammered with toxicity and different pathogens trying to enter our body as we breathe and as we eat. But how are we helping the system that is keeping all of that in check? And if we're not, then we're not living to our fullest potential. And it's a reason that we're seeing an increase in all of these issues that are plaguing people at younger and younger ages. So with the microbiome, doTERRA is heading into a new frontier. Just as they led us into the world of essential oils, they led us into the world of metabolic health last year with the MetaPower system and the Advantage Collagen, which is so phenomenal. We just heard us become our #3 bestseller, right behind Lifelong Vitality and On Guard. Is that collagen mix because it's fantastic. Now they are tackling another foundational pillar of our body, which is our microbiome. So you may think of your microbiome in terms of your gut. That is something that we are familiar with. And yes, it 100% impacts that area, and it's super important. But we don't just have microbiome inside of our gut. We have it in our mucosal membranes. We have it in the upper and lower GI tract. We have it in our genital urinary system. That's why for women, like if we can get plagued with what's that called? Bladder infections, but then also the other one with the candida. I can't think of the name. But when that area, when that microbiome, that lets you have an idea of how it works, when it's out of balance, then we're susceptible to things like UTIs. So when we can directly impact all of these organisms, then we are setting up a microbiome that can work for us. So there's 3 calls that are coming up. The first one is going to be on June 24th at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. And they're all going to be on Zoom. That one's going to be led by Dr. Osgothorpe. Then the second call is going to be on August 8th at 3 p.m. Mountain Time. And so the first call is going to be why your microbiome matters. That's the one happening next Monday morning. Why does our microbiome matter? Figuring that out in the first place and kind of foundationally knowing why we're going to be targeting this part of the body is super important. You're going to learn so much on these calls from an infectious disease doctor. Like, who better to learn from? He's like, I look at the world differently. He's like, I'm sorry you won't see me at a buffet because I know what's on there. That is my world. I think about all the different little biomes on everything that we're touching and breathing and eating. So he's going to be the one telling us why our microbiome matters. Then on August 8th, it's how to support microbiome health. So now that we know what it is, how do we take care of it? And then on August 15th at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, it's how to choose a quality microbiome supplement. So that might lead you into a little preview of what is going to be released at our convention in September. So check this out. I'll include a couple graphics below this, things that are signs of an unhealthy gut. Digestive issues, gas, bloating, constipation. That's when your digestive microbiome's out of whack. depression, stress, and anxiety. Do you know that they are finding is attributed to our microbiome being out of whack inside of our gut is one of the leading causes of depression. Skin conditions, eczema, acne, rosacea, that also happens when our skin is not feeling as healthy and as in tight and integrity as it should be because the microbiome is not being taken care of. Joint pain, inflammation, weight gain, fatigue. Do any of these sound familiar? This is the world living inside of our body. And we're now going to have a way to support it and take care of it and put it back in balance. And then with all the other tools we have, like lifelong vitality, we are going to be able to see a transition in our terrain. That's what I'm calling it. It's like we're our own little aquarium. We have our own terrain going on inside of our body. And when we give our body the tools that it needs, it has an amazing ability to repair. And that is one of the pillars we are going to be hitting and learning about at convention this year. So hope you can join those calls with us.